Let it be known, sons and daughters, that Satan was an acid head. Drink from his cup. Pledge yourselves. And together we'll all freak out.
Hello, welcome back to the Black Leather Eye Channel. Jason here. How you keeping, peeps? Just got a mixed bag of stuff here sitting about. Like, I'll come on for some records. Let's say just some odds and sods. Mixed bag. There's some hard rock in here, 70s hard rock. Some doom metal, death metal even. Classic punk. Some soul. Usual shit, right? What we're listening to, by the way, is Undio with Shadow of the Sun, a sort of offshoot band from Wooden Ships. It's not a bad record, I just fancy hearing it again, so yeah, Undio, that's what's playing. Cheers, peeps. Hope you all have a great weekend. First record, UpsideDown Cross. It's came out in '91 on Tang Records. Yeah. Laurie Life has voice on this. Mental, absolutely moon cat mental. Musically, we're ringing, doomy, sludgy, junky, drugged up, crazy, noisy doom. But his voice will definitely alienate people. I really enjoy it though. Once you get used to it, when you hear those first lines he sings, a lot of people will be like, no, I'm out of here, I'm not doing that. Like, but really enjoyable record. And have to love Alistair Crowley here, Alistair Crowley on the front cover. I've always loved that picture of him. He looks like he's completely out there. And yeah, absolutely lost the plot. But UpsideDown Cross, 1981 Tang Records. Any fans of it? Say sludgy doom stuff. Jay Maskus from Dinosaur Jr. helps out in drums on this. I think Seth Putnam ended up playing. Did he play bass for the band and a later incarnation of them? So that gives you an idea of what sort of band they are. Right? Hold on. So, what else? Okay. The Accused. The Picket. The Return of Martha Splatterhead. So I was playing this wee while back, and this is a brilliant record. Hyper. I just love everything about this record, really. Everything about its cover, the band, photos. It's got some amazing songs on it, like Slow Death. Fucking for Bucks is funny. Wrong Side of the Grave. She's the Killer. Autopsy. But yeah, brilliant hardcore punk. And as I say, it's just, yeah, just fuel, absolute fuel, amazing record, really enjoy it. Their next one, I told you this too, this is the only two Accused records I have, which I've had these for absolute years, and I don't know why I haven't picked up anything else. I've delved into some other songs and stuff, but this year I think I'm going to explore far more of their catalogue than these two, you know. This one here is even more metallic than Cracker 2. I don't enjoy this as much as the first one. That first one just has an amazing buzz to it. This one's really brilliant too though. I mean, what have you got on here? Oh yeah, they do a cover version of Devil Woman, made famous by Cliff Richard obviously in the 70s, which is a bit of crack. But Mechanized Death was on this. It's an amazing song. What else is on here? Splatter Rock's really good. Rape, with that sample at the start of it, with the lady going revenge, revenge, revenge. Really, really good band. So yeah, The Accused. Blasting some of the Plasmatics recently as well. Beyond the Valley of 1984. Yeah, this has got Headbanger and all on it, and like Master Plan, and this is just a brilliant record. Look at that cover. The Plasmatics are one of my favorite bands, you know. I'm looking for the book. What was the book called? Heart in Your Mouth. It came out in the 80s. I think it was put out again, but I didn't know about it. And I've been looking for that book for a long time. So if anybody has a copy and they want to part ways with it for a bit of dough, let me know. But yeah, I absolutely love this record. My favourite is probably Coup d'Etat, and but the Metal Priestess EP, when I bought that when I was younger, it blew my head completely off. But Beyond the Valley of 1904, superb record. Sex Junkies, Pig is a Pig, amazing record. Picked this one up a few weeks back, local shop, Goblin Rebirth. So this is, got some members of Goblin this came out. I remember this coming out, but I never picked it up at the time. 2015 or something this came out. Way while back now. But yeah, really good dark prog. It doesn't bring anything new to the table, but you know the musicianship on this is absolutely incredible. And yeah, it's a really fun record. Goblin Rebirth. I love Goblin. Listened to this a while back as well. Nosferatu soundtrack. Well, by Popul Vuh. But it's some of this was used in Herzog's version of the movie with Klaus Kinski on it. What a lunatic. We went to see the remake there, the Eggers version of it, me and the missus, and I don't know, it was alright. Eggers is good, but I don't think he's as good as what everybody talks about. But some of it, I enjoyed some of it. There's a few times I look at the missus and she was like, don't even start, you know. Modern horror is usually pish. I don't know what it is. But if the movie comes out on DVD or something, I'll probably pick it up, you know. Check it out again. Some of it sticks in my head, but it was alright. I love this version of the movie though. And in Eggers' new movie, like he sort of delves more into the occult aspects of the original 20s movie, which is pretty good. But he's obviously got an interest in the poetry and the language of the occult as a director, you know, and he puts it into his movies, which I appreciate. But it was all right. This is a great sort of soundtrack, though. Say not all of it ended up on Herzog's movie, but it's really good. Just bring a record to chill to. So a wee while back, a couple of my friends on the VC. John at Rock and Metal Plus, and Big Dave over at Coverness Carnage 213. I'll stick a links to those channels. Go and check them out, say hello if you don't know what I'm talking about. These channels are way more popular than my channels, so it seems weird shouting out channels that are more popular, but just in case somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about. I done a bit of artwork for them. They knew I like to do a bit of doodling, so they contacted me and asked me to do a bit of artwork for their channels or whatever, which I done, and I didn't want anything in return, you know. I just wanted to help them out, and the boys, being the decent spuds that they are, sent me some records. John at Rock and Metal Plus sent me a box of records and a couple of tapes. One was Echoes from Beyond, which is like a horror soundtrack thing, which I was interested in, so it was really chuffed to get it. I'm going to shoot some of that stuff in the other videos, but I was listening to one the other night that he sent. This, how do you pronounce this? Aquilus? I don't know. Came out in Blood Music, and I remember a lot of people talking about this when it came out. And I remember dipping into it online and thinking it sounded good, you know, epic sound. Didn't go into my head to register as like something I want to pick up, but it was really good to sit down and listen. This is an interesting record. Sort of a mixed bag for me, really. So it's like neoclassical, I suppose. soundtracky sound and stuff with like folky elements and like proggy black metal. There's blasts of black metal through it. And I suppose that's what makes it interesting to people. For me though, I don't know, they're going for I think this is a one-man project, isn't it? Don't know much about this record. But yeah, neoclassical, they're going for an epic sort of euphoric sound. Trying to cover all the bases, you know. The dark and the light, the beauty and the ugly of life or whatever, and it's some of it sounds like a Disney soundtrack. Some of it has got really good dark ambient sort of moments on it, and it has this blast of like black metal, which don't move me at all, if I'm honest. And it doesn't really take me, although it's an interesting record, it doesn't really take me anywhere. When I listen to it, unfortunately, I just think of some guy sitting mapping it all out on his computer. Talented guy though, but it does sound a little bit collagey. But yeah, I really enjoyed hearing it. It was an interesting record. Yeah, epic, neoclassical, proggy, black metal put in there. I don't know. I say it's probably the black metal that makes it sound original, because there's a shitload of music like that, like this out there. So I don't know. Not bad. Really enjoyed hearing it. I've only listened to it once the whole way through. It's a double LP, and I usually, the other times I listen to it, I get to the end of the first record, and I've had enough. But yeah, I'm really glad to get it. Thank you very much, John. You're a legend. Big Dave sent me this belter. I didn't ask for any of this, so he just said he wanted to send me a record to say thank you. So he sent me this. I never bought this when it came out. Really, really chuffed to get this. Yeah, the Electric Wizard and Reverend Bazaar split. This is like the most interesting track on this to me is the Reverend Bazaar track where they do the Beherit cover. The Electric Wizard one's just Electric Wizard, heavy as fuck, brilliant. But the Reverend Bazaar track on it is amazing. Dave, thank you so much, man. Talking about Reverend Bazaar, Opium Warlords. This is Nimbuttle. Sammy, this guy's a creep. I wouldn't let him nigger a funeral home because I think he'd like the corpses too much. But yeah, solid, heavy, sprawling doom, and I suppose sort of more experimental, dark pieces in it too. Guy's really, really talented. The last thing I heard him sing on, I wasn't into though. It was that Friends of Hell record with your guy Kaz from Electric Wizard. And to me it was just run-of-the-mill, the usual sort of cover art. I don't know, he's above that sort of music I think. But this is really good. Opium Warlords. Came out a few years back. Here's a metal one. This was a bit of a disappointment. Not because it's not good, I enjoy it, but it's WitchSlayer from Chicago. I bought this thinking it was the demos that came out in the early 80s, but this is re-recordings that the band done of all their old material, and they've done a good job on it. McAllister out of Trouble helped produce some of this, I think, but yeah, they kept an old school sound to it, so it's still good. The songs are great, but I thought it was the original. I thought it was the demos on vinyl, which did actually come out. I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, probably, on a really limited edition. I slept on it, and I can't get it. So if you have a copy of it and you want to get rid of it, let me know. But yeah, WitchSlayer from Chicago. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Here's another metal one, Metal Warrior. with great Sam the Beasley artwork in front of it. So this is a Metal Other compilation. And who's on this? Two bands from Ireland. Easy Meat, who are from the north of Northern Ireland. Trojan are from Ireland, Trojan from Ireland as well. It's got bands like First Offence and Not Fragile and Juice on. This came out at the end of the 80s, probably 87 or something like that, I would say. 88, 87. Yeah, low budget, heavy metal bands. I like digging about around in that area every now and again. It's fun. The Brood. So this is before they changed the name to Uncle Slam. And the first Uncle Slam record was one of the very first heavy metal albums I ever got. And my cousin gave it to me. And I haven't played it in a while, but that's what this band became. The Brood. We got a puss head designed logo there. This cover always reminds me of it's either Bebop Deluxe or Super Suckers for some reason. This band can really write brilliant tracks. So from that Venice Beats punk crossover scene, it's got the old drummer from Suicidal Tendencies obviously on it. But they had a real good sense of how to write a cracking tune. Great players, very, very talented musicians. And enjoyed hearing it again. The Brood, when did this come out? I think this is 86 or something maybe. Profile Records. English Dogs. Invasion of the Porky Men. Good punk rock record this. I prefer their first EP and Mod Punks. And the EP that came out this year as well. This came out in 84 I think. Clay Records. The thing about this record is it has a smooth sound. You know, those other records I just mentioned they capture a raw spirit on the band, and I like where the band went with they moved more into heavy metal stuff, you know. But yeah, World War II is a cracking song. Your Country on this always reminds me of growing up because you know the lyrics in this were. You want to join the army, you want to be a man, you want to go to Ireland and get killed by a bomb. Reminds me of being a kid playing football in the streets and talking to the British soldiers. You know, all those English soldiers would parade down the street and they'd be guarding, sitting in the corner of a street or something. We'd be kicking a ball and we'd go up and talk to them. Some of them would let you look down the sight of their rifle, you know. But most of them would tell you to get out of the road, which was pretty smart. Hold on a minute. Alright. Discharge. Hear nothing. See nothing. Say nothing. Blistering record, isn't it? I'd have loved to have heard this when this came out, 82 or something. I'd have loved to have heard this at the time. I can imagine it was just absolutely ferocious. It still sounds absolutely brilliant. I'd still prefer this over lots of shit that's came in its wake. And yeah, it's a great record. Don't know what else to say about it apart from it's a punk classic. I stayed away from this band when I was a kid. Just because I had bad run-ins with some of the crusty punks and some of the honourable punk guys when I was a kid. Berating me about politics and shit, so I stayed away from these bands. It wasn't until I was in my late teens, early 20s where I started digging back into Discharge and stuff like that. But yeah, great record. I'm gonna have to make a move on. It's 20 minutes in or something. Crawl EP by Entombed. What a belter. Crawl, Forsaken and Bitter Loss. Came out in 91. Loved it. Still love it. The vocals are amazing on it. Clandestine is my favourite Entombed record. But if this guy was singing on that record, I'd have still loved it. But yeah, great EP. Black Rock by the Barcase. I used to party this record loads in our old house when people were over. It always lit the room up. This is the Stax version. I have the Volt version of it. But one night at the party, I ended up too many in me, and I was turning the record over and dropped the record on the wooden floor, and it snapped the record. So I had to pick this one up. This is a Stax one. Brilliant album. This moves into different territory where the old bar case stuff, the funk soul. This adds a bit more psychedelic rock to it. It gets a wee bit more out there. It's brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. There's a song on here called You Don't Know Like I Know. It's a rocking tune. But yeah, it's a brilliant record. It always cheers me up. There's only a couple of the original members of Barcase in this, obviously, because the other people died in the plane crash that also killed Otis Redding, who's one of my favourite singers. But yeah, it's a great record. Another soul one, the Dramatics. This is really, look at that cover, brilliant. This is on Stax Records as well. This came out, what, 73? Well, this opens up with Devil is Dope, which is an absolute classic. Everybody needs to hear it at least once. Why do you think they call it dope? Dope, brilliant. Incredible Hog, from what, 73 is this? Yeah, 73 in Dark Records. This isn't the first copy I've ever bought of this. I bought a copy of this back in the early 2000s when I was at a record fair in London. By your guy, Mr. Vertigo, Barry. I think it's Barry, isn't it? I'd seen him in Record Collector. There was an article he was talking about collecting Vertigo records. There's a good video of him on YouTube at the minute where there's a guy interviewing him in his house, and the amount of records he has is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Incredible Hog, this is a brilliant 70s hard rock record. As I say, a couple of different copies of it with different artwork. Rise Above Records, or Rise Above Relics, put this out as well, reissued it, which I never picked up because I had this, but or the other version of this. But it probably has extra bonus tracks on it. I wouldn't mind picking it up and see it. But yeah, what's the sound back here? Warning, this is Incredible Hog rock. Mean, hard, evil driving sounds from London's East End. Keep it loud if you can take it. Yeah, Incredible Hog, class. What to pick? Our Revolution. Cracking record. This one came out in Rise Above Relics. So this is all stuff that was gathered from the 70s. These two guys used to be in the Sorrows. And they pulled all the recordings together and put it out on this. It's really fantastic. It has heavy glam stomping glam stuff with like just a real good heavy sound. Some songs. There's a song on this called Gold, which has a moody riff at the start of it and brilliant sort of dark poppy vocals. Absolutely love it. But yeah, Our Revolution, it's really good. Here's an absolute belter of a classic. Tons of Sobs by Free. Yeah, 1969, and probably my favourite Free record. I know everybody talks about how young they were when they recorded this, but I mean, what they done here is amazing for their age. For no matter what age they are, it's absolutely incredible. Walk on My Shadows on here, Worry, Wild Indian Woman, Going Down Slow. Their version of The Hunter's on here. I'm a Mover, Sweet Tooth is brilliant. Amazing vocals. Just an amazing band, an amazing record. Another absolute gem, Lynyrd Skynyrd's debut. I played this the other night when I was coming home from my missus, meeting up with Mrs. family. We went down for Sunday dinner, it was nice. Her stepdad always gives me a few jammies. I really wanted to play this as soon as I get in. And yeah, this is my old version of it that I bought when I was about 16. I have never got bored of this record. I mean, Poison Whiskey, Give Me 3 Steps, Mississippi Kid, Things Going On, amazing. I Ain't the One. This blew me away when I was a kid. Well, when I was in my teens, and it still really does. It's incredible. I was playing this morning, Dream Death, Journey into Mystery. I prefer Penance, to be honest, but Yeah, this is good. My missus cannot stand this record. She was asking me, who is that you're playing? I told her, and she said, it's completely shit. I don't think it's completely shit. I don't think it's an amazing record though, but it does have a brilliant vibe on it. Sort of doom. But it has like Celtic frost and a wee bit of venom in the voice. And a frostiness to it. Yeah, it came out in 1987 on New Renaissance Records. I enjoy it, but it's never been one of my favourites. I say I prefer Penance, but there you go. Here's there's a snooze fest. So, Butcher to Birth by Cannibal Corpse. I like the first Cannibal Corpse record. When this one came out, I never really got into it. And I've been thinking about selling this or trading it in, so that's why I've been listening to it again, just to make sure. And yeah, I'm sure it's definitely going out of the collection. It's this moved death metal into a place where I'm just not into it. With the vocals, it just seems very one-dimensional. At the time, I suppose, it would have been groundbreaking for a sort of extremity in metal, but Vomit the Soul has Glenn Benton on it though, for a few lines, and when he comes in, it's about the only time I go, ooh, hold on a minute. Other than that, this is a snooze fest. So anybody want to buy a Cannibal Corpse record? Asterix, from 1970, German hard rock, great record, with John Lawton singing on it, Guys Not Blonde, Lucifer's Friend, really good record. Here's one I can't get into as well. Power Mad, I think I seen Ken talking about this, and I quite like this record, but it's very square and safe, and it sort of reminds me of Metal Church in the way that it sort of has like power metal mixed with thrash. It would appeal to both sort of crowds, you know. But yeah, maybe this will click with me at some point, but I usually get bored of this pretty quick when I'm spinning it. It's quite square thrash, but it's alright. I forgot how good this record was. I was looking for something else, and this was in the collection. I completely forgot about it. White Witch, from the 70s, and has bits of glam, bits of prog, bits of psychedelic sound, some hard rock. Brilliant record, just brilliant to listen to, great sound on LP. Yeah, White Witch. Apparently this band, they started the band to sort of counteract the devil rock, cult rock bands that were popping up in the 70s. Some brilliant songs on this. Do a couple more, right? What time I got? This last one, alright? Foster Pussycat Whipped. Brilliant record. It's their third record, right? Came out in 1992. I like Foster Pussycat. They have a funky Aerosmith, 70s Aerosmith vibe that I really like. Just a good fun band with funny lyrics. This has got stuff on it like Non-Stop to Nowhere, Body Thief, Jack of Bastards on it. She Just Loves Me for My Big Dictionaries on it. Brilliant crack. Out with a Bang is a cracking song as well. Friends. Such a cracking sleaze rock record. Yeah. It's a bit sad hearing about what TV Down's going through at the minute with his missus committing suicide. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. But this is a great record. Foster Pussycat Whipped. I have a few more to show here, but I'm already at half an hour or something. So listen, I hope you all have a great weekend. I want to catch up with people's vids because I haven't been watching too much VC stuff recently. Just take a little break so I don't get completely burnt out watching people show records, you know. But yeah, all the best. See you later. Bye.